I grew up in a small village called Durlova in the southeastern part of Turkey. Pretty much my whole town's main income is growing apricot trees. Learning was not something accessible to you. That was something you had to fight for. So I grew up working in the farm, growing trees, helping the family with those. There was no other economic opportunity. And I was very interested in chess and mathematics from very early ages, but there was not really much I could do about it. So when I was spending hours playing chess every day, I was getting better, but at one point I got stuck because you run out of things to learn from people who are immediately around you. So for me, all of this changed when my parents bought a computer and internet access for a few months. It was clear that there was a big world out of our village. All of a sudden, I was able to find a lot of math resources. I started teaching myself mathematics from internet. I don't even remember how it started, but I started finding math problems online. So I was good at every math problems in any kind of school, but these were completely different level. So it gave me kind of new challenges, so I started working on this by myself. It took me a long time for me to get confident with my abilities. The first time I started suggesting solution ideas, they were really kind of unfinished, and sometimes people would make fun of it. But there was this person who, even when everybody made fun of my answers, he would actually help me with that and say, oh, you're almost there, it's just you have to do this differently. And eventually I realized I was kind of getting better at those kind of problems, and I competed in the National Math Olympiads. Nobody was expecting me to do anything big there, but I ended up winning, coming out as #1 in Turkey. And I couldn't imagine either. I thought maybe if I'm in the top 100, that would be a big success. But really, internet was the big differentiator, right? Because I had figured out that learning yourself through internet was actually a good way of learning anything. As I went to college, I realized the way I was approaching mathematics or chess was almost universally applicable. Whatever the class was, I would not pay a lot of attention to, but then I would learn about those subjects online. So that made me confident in a lot of different areas. Then I thought maybe I'm not all about science and mathematics, maybe I can also build things that I'm dreaming of. I pretty much always feel like my goals are too far out of reach. To really improve your life, you really need two things. You need the tenacity to keep trying and take failures and continue to work on it. And you also need access. That's where internet comes into play. Internet gives people the opportunity to try. The access is the key for people to change their lives. So I was imagining that one day, the primary learning destination for anything would be internet. So you would be able to learn anything you want, anytime you want, wherever you are in the world.